Be prepared. While the world rushes out to chase the light, you'll feel exactly why this night was never meant to be easy for the chosen. Right now and all through tomorrow, the Origins meteor shower is reaching its peak. The Origins even carry the nickname Moondrop because their streaks cut across a sky already illuminated by the moon. Social feeds are buzzing. Everyone's making plans to watch the skies, and the whole world seems caught up in the spectacle. But for you, it's different. While everyone else is eager to be outside, staying home is the only safe choice. This isn't just another cosmic light show. When these energies flood the sky, chosen ones are affected in ways most people can't see or understand. You might notice the crowd celebrating and sharing photos, calling it magical, but your path isn't about following the crowd. You're tuned to a different frequency, one that can turn these cosmic events into overload, confusion, or even chaos if you're not careful. Because when the sky burns, not every light is safe to follow. And what's unfolding now is unlike any spectacle you've seen before. The Orioles are not like other showers. They come from deep space, untouched by Earth's rhythm, carrying frequencies that feel foreign to this planet, on this planet. Every streak of light that falls isn't just a star burning out, it's an intruder entering our skies. That's why the energy feels so strange, so sharp, so out of place. And when something foreign enters our world, it doesn't just pass by unnoticed. It changes what's already here. And some of you will feel that change before the night is over. Just when you think this meteor shower couldn't get any more charged, tomorrow, Mercury steps into Virgo, and that is the strike of the match. This isn't some quiet background transit. It's like throwing gasoline into a fire that's already raging in the sky. Mercury rules the mind, communication, and the constant stream of signals we're forced to process. But in Virgo, it sharpens everything to a razor edge. Suddenly, thoughts cut deeper, truths are exposed, and details you've ignored scream for attention. Now, imagine this energy slamming into the storm of foreign frequencies, pouring in from this event. That's not just double intensity, it's double consequence. When two forces collide, only the still survive. If you step outside, you're not just standing under shooting stars, you're placing yourself directly under the pressure of two forces, demanding your attention at once. That's why chosen ones feel the pull to stay home. Silence becomes armor. Stillness becomes survival, and the ones who resist that call will be the first to feel their thoughts spiral and their energy scatter. This cosmic spectacle could have arrived at any point in the year, but it didn't. It cuts through the heavens at the very threshold of September. Oh, and that timing is no accident. September has always been a month of transition, an invisible bridge between the restless energy of summer and the tightening focus of autumn. It is when the scattered pieces of life begin to reorder, when hidden cracks reveal themselves, and when momentum shifts whether you're ready for it or not. The meteors streaking across the sky at this exact moment act like a cosmic announcement, striking the opening bell of a new cycle. Think of what a meteor really is, a fragment of something old burning away as it enters Earth's atmosphere. Now place that image against your own life. What pieces of you are ready to burn out? What fragments are falling away never to return? This shower doesn't just light the sky for spectacle. They mirror what's happening within you. Old patterns, broken attachments, the debris of who you used to be. This is the season where they ignite and scatter. The universe doesn't wait for permission to clear your path. It sets fire to what no longer belongs. That's why this moment feels so sharp, so undeniable. For some, the sight of meteors blazing against the dark sky is cleansing. It feels like freedom or release, a chance to finally let go of what weighed them down. For others, the same sight is overwhelming. It feels like destruction, like too much too soon, like the ground is shifting before they're ready. And both reactions are true because this event doesn't decide how you'll receive it. You do. The first days of September are a trial, a mirror held up to your inner world. Will you see the meteors as the violet end of something precious or as the fiery birth of something new? Will you cling to the fragments as they fall, or will you allow them to burn away and leave the sky clear again? The way you interpret this night will shape not just your mood, but the entire flow of the month ahead. This is why this phenomenon matters now at this threshold of September. It arrives to remind you that time doesn't stand still, that cycles turn whether or not you're ready. These meteors appear not as decoration, but as a lesson. The meteors don't just cross the sky. They cut across your timeline. And when the fragments are finished burning, when the smoke clears, the only question left will be, what version of you survived fire? Step outside during the peak and you'll feel it instantly. This is not a night that hides its presence. The air itself feels heavier, charged with something you can't quite name, like invisible currents brushing against your skin. Every sound seems sharper, every movement amplified. Time doesn't flow normally. It stretches, bends, flickers in odd rhythms that make you question whether minutes or hours have passed. It's disorienting, unsettling, and for chosen ones, it's a direct assault on the senses. Many describe the experience as dizziness that comes in sudden waves as though the ground beneath them is unsteady. Others report a strange static crawling across the scalp like invisible sparks snapping against the brain. And then there are the jolts, sudden zaps that ripple through the nervous system, leaving you startled like your body caught a shock from the air itself. These aren't coincidences or random quirks of the night. They're signals. They're proof that the frequencies unleashed by this event aren't meant to be absorbed out in the open. Imagine walking through a field filled with static electricity. Every step hums, every breath feels charged. Every movement rubs you roar against the unseen storm. That's what this phenomenon creates when you stand directly beneath its shower. The streaks of light in the sky are dazzling, yes, but the cost is confusion, overstimulation, a scattering of your focus. Not every light in the sky is meant to guide you. Some are meant to test you. Some are meant to test you. And this is one of those tests. The problem isn't just what you feel in the moment. It's how the night lingers in your body after you've come back in. Some wake the next day groggy, heavy, unable to focus. Others feel drained, like their energy was siphoned off without their consent. For chosen ones whose sensitivity already tunes them to the subtleties of energy, stepping into the storm is like standing in a room with 1,000 radios all playing at once. There's no clarity, only noise. And that's why staying indoors matters more than you think. Your walls aren't just wood and stone, they're shields. They diffuse the frequencies, they filter the static, they turn the storm outside into something manageable, even usable. While others stumble through the night, lightheaded and restless, you'll sit in stillness, you'll keep your clarity. You'll hold on to what they've lost. This is the paradox of this event. The closer you get to the spectacle, the less of its meaning you actually receive. The more you step back, the more the storm begins to make sense. The crowd chases sparks in the dark. The chosen hold the flame in the silence. Tonight, the real power isn't in the sky. It's in the way you choose to shield yourself from it. Here's the paradox no one will tell you. The greatest power of this cosmic window isn't outside under the falling meteors. It's inside your home, inside your own stillness. Everyone else will be chasing flashes in the sky, running out with phones in their hands, eyes wide with excitement. But while they're scattering their energy into the night, you'll be anchoring yours, turning your home into a vessel that can actually hold the storm without being torn apart. Your home isn't just walls and furniture tonight. It's an amplifier, a filter, a container that takes in the chaos and turns it into fuel. Outside, the meteors arrive raw, unfiltered, sharp enough to overwhelm even the strongest aura. But when you stay in, something shifts. The energy that feels jagged outside begins to soften, to bend, to channel itself. It's like catching lightning and funneling it through a lens. You don't just survive it, you harness it. This is why chosen ones feel the pull to solitude during nights like this. Alone, the noise becomes music. The noise becomes music. What feels like static in the streets transforms into rhythm inside your chest. The storm no longer scatters you, it fuels you. Chaos outside becomes creation inside when the vessel is strong enough to hold it. And tonight, your home is that vessel. Think of it this way. Every meteor that streaks through the sky is a fragment burning itself away. But the energy it releases doesn't just vanish. It moves, it spreads, it vibrates through the air. Most people won't notice, or they'll simply feel restless without knowing why. But when you sit in your space, intentionally grounded, those vibrations don't just pass you by. They anchor into your focus. They sharpen your intentions. They give you momentum. So what should you do with this energy? Create, meditate, write words you've been holding back. Paint images you can't explain. Even sit in silence and let your breathing sync with the invisible rhythm of the night. The shower isn't meant to be consumed with your eyes. It's meant to be transmuted through your spirit. Every thought you nurture tonight carries extra weight. Every intention is magnified. The world outside will watch light burn out. The world inside will turn light into legacy. And that's the difference. While the crowd spends the night staring up, their energy slipping into the void, you'll be gathering it, molding it, transforming it into something that lasts. You won't just watch the storm, you'll use it. And when the meteors fade and the night passes, you'll wake with more than just a memory. You'll wake carrying the fire that everyone else missed. Step outside during the peak, and the first thing you'll notice is the air. It doesn't feel normal. It feels thick, charged, like it's pressing against your skin. Every breath carries a weight as though something invisible is trying to settle inside you. You might not even notice the meteors at first because your body will react before your eyes can catch up. The dizziness comes quickly. For some, it's a subtle swaying like the ground is softer than usual. For others, it strikes like a sudden wave, leaving you momentarily disoriented. Even when you try to stand still, it feels as if the world is tilting just a fraction out of place. Along with the dizziness, there's the tension in your head, pressure behind your eyes, a ringing in your ears, or a sharp pulse that makes you squint as if the night is too bright. These sensations aren't random. They're signs your nervous system is being overloaded. The body doesn't lie. It always warns before the spirit breaks. Stay outside longer and irritation begins to set in. Small things gnaw at you. The chill of the air feels harsher. The sounds around you seem louder than they should be, and your patience thins without reason. A spark of restlessness creeps into your chest. You want to move. You want to pace. You can't seem to relax. It's not that anything is wrong out there. It's that the energy of this event keeps you from settling into yourself. It scatters your focus like dust in the wind. The strangest effect comes when time itself starts to blur. You might think only minutes have passed, but when you check, far more time has slipped away. Conversations in your head loop strangely as though your thoughts are echoing back at you. You may even feel like your own movements are happening a half second out of rhythm. This distortion isn't imagination. It's the natural result of being caught in a storm of frequencies that don't match your body's rhythm. And then there's the after effect. Even after you return indoors, the residue lingers. The dizziness leaves behind a fog. The irritation lingers in your chest. The restlessness hums under your skin. Hard to do. Sleep may not come easily. Dreams may feel jagged, broken, or too vivid to ignore. You may wake up the next morning with heavy eyes and a weight you can't name, as if the storm outside has taken up space within you. The night doesn't end when the meteors fade. It echoes inside you. Inside you. If you let it in, this is the cost of stepping out during this phenomenon. Yes, the sky will dazzle, but your body will bear the imprint. The dizziness, the pressure, the restlessness. These are the ways your spirit warns you that you're in a field that wasn't meant for you. And that's why staying home isn't just comfort, it's survival. Inside, the storm softens. Outside, it consumes. This meteor shower isn't just about the spectacle in the sky. It's a messenger. But here's the hidden truth. The message doesn't come during the night. It comes after the real shift. The secret encoded within this cosmic display won't reveal itself until the morning light breaks. The night tests you, but the dawn rewards you. For those who resist the urge to step outside, who choose silence over spectacle, something rare is waiting. Tomorrow morning, the world won't look the same. Colors may seem sharper, as though the veil over your perception has thinned. Sounds might carry deeper meaning, ordinary words striking like hidden riddles. Even the smallest synchronicities, a clock stopping at a precise moment, a bird landing in your path, a stranger's phrase overheard will carry weight as if the universe is whispering its approval. These aren't random occurrences. They're the gifts that only reveal themselves to those who trusted the pull to stay in place. Those who wandered out may return with stories of the sky, but those who stayed will awaken with stories of the soul. The difference is subtle but profound. Outside you witness the meteors. The meteors. Inside you embody the message they carry. Think of tomorrow morning as a door. Only those who stay still, who let the night pass through them rather than chasing it, will find the key. It could be clarity on a decision you've been putting off. It could be a sudden surge of creativity that spills onto the page or canvas. It could even be a sense of calm that feels foreign in its strength, like finally remembering who you are after forgetting for too long. And this is the paradox the meteor shower lays before us. The more you chase the light streaking across the sky, the less of its truth you actually receive. But if you honor the warning, if you hold the line and let the storm pass, the dawn itself becomes your revelation. The night belongs to the meteors, but the morning belongs to you. Most people will look up tonight, see a streak or two of light across the sky, and then simply move on. To them, it's nothing more than a curiosity, a passing wonder that fades as quickly as it appeared. They'll shrug, head back inside, and never think about it again. But you already know you're not most people. This event is invisible in more ways than one. Its truest impact doesn't show itself in the streaks of fire overhead, but in the frequencies it drags across the planet like a net. And here's the catch. Not everyone is wired to feel that net pulling at their body, their mind, their soul. But you are. What others ignore, you absorb. For the chosen ones, this night isn't background noise. It's a pressure system that pushes against the edges of your awareness. It's subtle but undeniable. While others sleep peacefully, you may feel a heaviness in the air, a sharpness in your thoughts, a sense that something just doesn't sit right. Some of you will experience it in your body. A sudden wave of dizziness, a prickling static crawling over your skin, or the odd sensation that time itself is moving in unpredictable bursts. This doesn't mean the night is dangerous. It means it's not yours to step into. You're tuned differently. Imagine a song playing in a crowded room. Most people barely hear it, but you catch every note, every hidden tone beneath the melody. That's what's That's what's happening tonight. The shower carries a frequency mismatch, and your sensitivity amplifies it. Outside, it's dissonance, it's harmony. That's why this night isn't meant for you. You weren't built to follow the crowd into the cold air and stare upward at meteors that vanish in seconds. You were built to stay anchored, to let the world outside move in chaos while you remain still, pulling in the fragments of energy that actually matter. The many will see meteors. The few will feel destiny, and maybe that's the unspoken truth about why the universe shields the chosen ones tonight. Not because it's punishing you, but because it's saving you for something bigger. While others waste their gaze on fire in the sky, you'll be holding space for the fire being lit inside you. Tonight, when this phenomenon reaches its peak, the real fireworks won't just be overhead. They'll be in your subconscious. Sleep itself bends under this kind of sky. You may notice it feels thinner, like you're only halfway resting, as though some part of you is being kept awake on purpose. And when you do drift off, the dreams that come through won't be the ordinary flickers of memory or random nonsense. They'll carry weight, texture, meaning. Some nights we dream, but on rare nights dreams dream us. The meteor shower scatters frequencies across the atmosphere like sparks. And while most people will be blind to it, your inner world is the perfect canvas for those sparks to land. This is why staying home matters. When staying home matters. It's not just about avoiding chaos outside. It's about giving your mind a safe container to translate the storm into story. If you're inside, cocooned in your own space, your body relaxes enough to let the dreams flow, and they will come. Some soft, some strange, some so sharp you'll wake with your heart racing as if you just lived another life. Expect imagery that feels too vivid, almost intrusive. Doors you've never seen before. Doors you've never seen before. Faces you don't recognize. Landscapes that feel familiar but don't exist in waking life. These aren't random. They are fragments, clues, and messages. Your psyche stitching meaning from the static. Some will be comforting, others unsettling, but all of them will carry significance. And here's the twist. Tomorrow morning, you may not just remember these dreams. You may feel as though they happened. A detail will stick with you. A word spoken in the dream will echo into your waking life. Or a symbol will repeat itself during the day. The world outside will give you meteors. The world inside will give you messages. This night isn't only about surviving the intensity. It's about listening. Because what comes through your dreams tonight may be more valuable than anything you could ever witness with your waking eyes. When the storm finally fades and the night releases its grip, the first light of morning will feel different. The world will look the same, but to you, it won't be the same. Those who rushed outside will wake with memories of fleeting streaks of fire, but you will wake with something deeper. Proof that you trusted the pool. Proof that you moved with the hidden rhythm of the universe instead of chasing noise. Sometimes the loudest confirmation is silence and the calm that follows. The first sign will come in your mind. Your thoughts won't feel heavy or cluttered. Instead, it's as if someone wiped the fog from a glass pane you've been straining to see through. Where there was confusion, now there is clarity. Where there was hesitation, Now there is a quiet certainty. Some of you may wake up with solutions that seemed impossible yesterday, as though an answer was whispered into your dreams while you slept. The mess of the night outside has passed you by, and what remains is a sharpened awareness, a clean perspective. Then there's the body. You'll notice a lightness. By staying indoors, you allowed your nervous system to stay in rhythm instead of being blasted by the chaotic frequencies buzzing in the night air. While others may wake groggy, irritable, or drained from standing in the storm, you'll rise with an ease they can't explain. Your energy won't feel borrowed or scattered. It will feel anchored. And then there are the subtle signs, the kind you can't ignore. The clock may stop at a repeating number. A bird might land at your window at the exact moment you're thinking of something important. A stranger's words may line up perfectly with a question you've been asking in silence. These are not coincidences. They're confirmations. They are the universe echoing back to you. Yes, you listened. Yes, you chose correctly. This is the reward of stillness. Others will have stories of meteors that burned out in seconds. You will have signs that ripple into days, weeks, even months ahead. Tonight, the sky will tempt you with its brilliance. Meteors will streak across the heavens in sudden bursts. And people will rush outside in awe, desperate to capture a glimpse, a picture, a story to share. But here's the truth. What's happening above you pales in comparison to what's happening inside you. The greatest show of this cosmic passage isn't in the stars. It's in the silence of your own room, in the quiet corridors of your own mind. Your inner world is more powerful than the outer display, because the outer world distracts while the inner world transforms. When you sit in stillness tonight, the meteors don't vanish, they turn inward. Every streak of light becomes a flash of insight, a surge of clarity that no camera could ever capture. This is the paradox most people miss. While they're outside chasing temporary sparks, the chosen ones are inside catching fire that lasts. Think about it. The meteors in the sky are fragments breaking, burning, gone in seconds. But the meteors within you, the thoughts, visions, emotions rising tonight, don't vanish. They take root. They shape you. They last beyond the night. The sky throws sparks, but the soul builds fires. Your inner world is not a lesser reflection of reality. It is reality magnified. When you close your eyes under this storm, you may notice thoughts you've buried start to rise, feelings you've ignored demanding to be heard, or visions of paths ahead that suddenly make sense. These are not distractions. They are revelations. They are the meteors meant for you arriving not through the atmosphere, but through your consciousness. Your task isn't to watch the meteors, it's to watch yourself. To notice what rises when the world outside is chaotic and what stays when the noise finally clears. This is the true magic of the meteor shower, not the meteors that burn out in the sky, but the meteors that burn brighter in you. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.